question, the member from Lanark, Frontenac, Lennox and Addington.
It's unfortunate the minister, instead of just watching our debates, wouldn't watch the bottom line over there as well and watch the growth in his government. To the Speaker. To the minister. Pardon me. We all know that the rats are the first to leave a sinking ship. With the departure of the Minister of Little Economic Development, your government is sinking, and the BST tax is just another hole in your leaky boat. I've watched you sell this tax grab, but the facts don't add up. You've lost hundreds of thousands of private sector jobs, and you've built 200,000 new public sector jobs.
Shame on you.
This latest tax grab is to pay for your bloated bureaucracy. Can you clarify to everyone how you're going to blow their hard-earned money?
Hear, hear!
Minister.
Or that new hospital in Napanee.
The party of Drew and Frost and Davis has come to this, Mr. Speaker. It's, Mr. Speaker, the tax policy of this government is designed to cut taxes for individuals. It's designed to help low-income Ontarians. It's designed to help this province through the most challenging economic crisis the world has ever seen, Mr. Speaker. It is designed, Mr. Speaker, it is designed to create jobs, and it will create jobs when we come out of this downturn, Mr. Speaker. Again, the member opposite didn't answer my question. No. Why is it that when given the opportunity, not a single candidate for the leadership of that party said they would repeal the harmonized sales tax? Why? Because they supported it in their last platform, Mr. Speaker. The leader of the opposition.
Thank you. Supplementary.
Speaker. Unlike the other side, I do answer questions. I would repeal the HST. Yesterday, the Premier was asked a question, which he declined.
Is this what you guys expected? Did you guys watch any of it? I wonder what these people upstairs are.
Guess he touched a nerve.
Wondering, boy, we couldn't get away with this in the class. Start the clock. Order. I did start the clock just for the members' information. Please continue.
Mr. Speaker, and I'll remind you, I don't break my promises either. Yesterday, the Premier was asked a question which he declined to answer.
Was a good
You and your colleagues are living in a bubble, and you're out of touch with the hardships that's facing Ontario's families.
Bubble boys.
You fellas believe that government can never be too big. You haven't created new jobs or wealth. You've created new expenses and new taxes. But your ship hasn't sailed yet, even though your colleagues are in the lifeboat. Tell us how they're going to affect, this BST is going to affect people.
Minister. Thank you. Minister.
The government's economic policy is absolutely the right economic policy for the times, Mr. Speaker. And to be specific, it will help get this province through the most difficult and challenging crisis in the world economy, Mr. Speaker. And apparently the member has changed his position since the leaders' debate. Wow. So 1 down and 3 to go. I wonder how long it'll be before Mr. Hudak changes his mind. Because when the member opposite proposed to close down the Human Rights Commission, something we strongly oppose, Mr. Speaker, Mr. Hudak jumped right on board. And what about Christine Elliott? That'll be an interesting discussion to see, Mr. Speaker. I wonder if she'll change her position, and I wonder if there will be an internal debate not only within the party but within the family on that particular issue, Mr. Speaker. The end end of the day, Mr. Speaker, we have chosen the right policies in a very difficult time. Mr. Speaker,
Thank you. Final supplementary.
I'll remind the minister we're in difficult times because of you and your House of your government. That's why we're in difficult times. Yesterday, the Premier said the BST tax was the right thing. In a recent survey, 67% of the people in Ontario said it's the wrong tax at the wrong time. You and your former colleagues said you were in the business of picking winners and losers. What's clear under this Liberal government, everybody's a loser. Minister, why are you ignoring the people in this province, and why aren't you giving them the full story of your broken promises and this McGuinty sales tax?
Minister.
Mr. Speaker, perhaps the member opposite has missed the downturn in the world economy. Perhaps he's missed the fact that manufacturing jobs have declined at a much greater rate in the United States, that forestry jobs have been lost at a much greater rate in Newfoundland, Quebec, British Columbia. Perhaps he missed the fact that there's been a crisis in world financial markets. We don't, Mr. Speaker, have the option to pretend about these matters. We have to confront the challenges head-on, and we're doing that, Mr. Speaker. I had the opportunity to attend the Canadian Finance Ministers meeting yesterday. We heard yet again, Mr. Speaker, of the enormous challenges that are facing this economy, not only Ontario's, but Canada's, indeed the world. In fact, Mr. Speaker, this policy isn't the right policy to take, Mr. Speaker, and unlike the member opposite and his party, we are consistent, strong, and united in our desire to make Ontario bigger, better, and stronger, and we will be, Mr. Speaker.
Thank you.